that's what you are.
Unforgettable, though near or far.
Like a song of love that clings to me, how the thought of you does things to me never before has someone been more
unforgettable in every way,
and forevermore.
and forevermore.
That's how you'll stay.
That's how you'll stay.
That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable
Thinks that I am unforgettable too.
Over there, but you can take them with you. We'll get them over there. Yeah, if you want to go back there,
is there another tour after that?
Probably not.
Okay, is there any more J's?
I think so. I think in a few minutes. I think that's what he's going to do, everybody. Maybe I'll thank you.
Yes.
You need it?
Yeah, I'm in the box all over.
Here,
Where's the bathroom?
Right there.
Okay, good.
I'll go already bit me.
She saw a great need for a facility such as this because at the time, 20, 30 years ago, it was legal in almost all states to own exotics as pets. There were very few laws regarding ownership of lions or tigers or wolves or whatever. In California today, the laws are very strict, but still in other states, problems do remain. This is an idea, this will give you an idea of where a little bit of that $7,000 a day goes. First of all, the building of these enclosures, it costs a lot of money. Some of these enclosures, $10,000 all the way up to $50,000 for one of our bear enclosures, so they can cost a lot of money. But the other thing is we have no running water here. Say you're out, you find a dead lion, you want to figure out how old he is. You take one of his canine teeth, you remove it, you cut it in half, and teeth have growth rings. for every year, just like a tree kind of. They have growth rings. So that's how a taxonomist would actually be able to tell you how old the animal is.
But let's say short of killing a lion, how would you know how old he was?
You wouldn't. I mean, with these guys that we have, I mean, some of them come in with a history, some of them come in with documentation, or if not documentation, they at least tell us how old they were when they were born. We don't train for the movies, we don't train animals to jump through hoops, we train basic behaviors. But when you get into training for movies, you have to be a lot more demanding of your animal, and that's how a lot of movie trainers get hurt or injured, because they're asking a lot more demanding things of their animals than we would. So, you know, their job is a lot more dangerous because they're asking their cat maybe to do something that the cat wouldn't normally want to do. So they're kind of forcing him through certain things. Anyway, these guys are interesting, and there's a real cool parallel between lions and wolves in that, differentiating them from most of the animal kingdom, they are very family-oriented animals, except for a lot of the primates are as well. But lions and wolves are both, and canines in general, are both very family-oriented animals. And lions, they live in a group called a pride. Here we're going to get to hear a little communication.
What was your answer again about what makes a good movie lion?
One that won't eat you. Misha back there.
So do you actually...
Hi, Spirit. There's Spirit. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. When their parents came in, we were told that their parents were spayed and neutered, so we figured everything was okay, and one rainy night we found wolf puppies in the den with them. So these guys were pulled out as far as educational wolves. Navarre typically has always been the dominant animal in this pack. Now, people would say he's the alpha, meaning he's the pack leader, but he's not a true alpha as far as a wild wolf would go. He's dominant, but this guy, Navarre's getting up to middle age. He's about 9 years old, and his hips are starting to get a little bit weak. And this guy is only 6 years old, I think he's 6 years old. So Windwalker is kind of starting to take advantage of his weak hips, and the last couple winters Navarre starts to stiffen up a little bit with the cold weather, and Windwalker takes advantage of that, and the hierarchy of the pack kind of swings to where Windwalker is the leader. Treat that guy like this. Tap your tongue there. Is that oh, be quiet. Where's the Ozair? He's way down there in the bottom.
You didn't scare him, did you?
Yep, those leaves right there scared him when I stepped on him. These are part of a bunch of lions that were rescued in Idaho a couple of years ago. God, that's been 3.5 years ago already. My goodness.
They were running wild in Idaho?
Well, actually, some of them were. Some private owners up there in a very kind of unfortunate situation. Private owners were crossbreeding lions and tigers to get ligers. We'll see a liger in a few moments. You can kind of see an ear sticking out of the black fox there. They're also called silver foxes. His territory.
But what's the rivalry? I mean,
it's just his instinct. It's his nature. It's just something that's in him. They were classified as endangered and extinct in the U.S. Back in the early 70s, and 2 or 3 sightings have been made down in New Mexico about 2 or 3 years ago. He's a pretty good boy most of the time. He gets a little goofy every now and then. But hopefully, a lot of mountain lions, see people get these guys as pets. These are grizzly bears. They're pretty small for grizzly bears, actually. Rancher heard some commotion outside of his home. It was the dead of winter. He went out to investigate. What he came upon was their mother. She was pretty much right on top of him. He feared for his life, and he shot and killed her. When the authorities got there, they discovered she was lactating, which meant she had cubs somewhere nearby, so they tracked back to the den.
I could just have your attention for, I promise, no more than 1 minute. We are just preparing for the 2 tigers, not 1, to come out and visit with us. And what we want everyone to do is find a seat right now, because we don't want you walking around when the animals are here. There'll be an eagle with an enormous wingspan coming through, and a python, and it's going to be very, very exciting. So what I want to do is just make sure you're all seated and ready to enjoy that. And more than anything else, what I want to say is that I really thank you for being my friends, and I thank you for everything that you've done for me in all these years. For everything I've learned from you, for every inspiration that you've given me, for the impact you've made on my life, for the lessons I've learned from you, for those of you who have protected me and saved me from difficult situations. I want you to know that I really remember all of it, and I really, really, really love you for it. And thank you. And thank you for coming today so I could tell you all together how much it's meant to me. All the years that we've been friends, and all the years we will be friends. And I love you. Thank you. Here. I am now going to introduce you to the great, great, great woman who created the Wildlife Way Station.
Thank you very kindly. Yes, ma'am. It's perfectly fine to use the camera. For the eagle, it's perfectly fine, everyone, where you sit. For the snake, it's also fine. When the tigers come on, and I use the word tigers, all small children must be taken to the back there and hold their hand. Not that anything is going to happen, but it's a good thing to do that. Neil, are we ready? If you look at her left eye, you will see there's a darkness there. She has an eye injury. We will not be able to release her back into the wild because her eye damage precludes her from being able to hunt and survive. Without the ability to hunt, she will die. So she's going to be an emissary of the Golden Eagle for the rest of her life, and she will live here at the Wildlife Way Station. Yes, sir. Yes, we named her.
Yes, it is. The boyhood name,
Yes.
Genghis Khan, means rider
Yes.
of the heavens.
Absolutely. Hence the name. We name most of the animals that come here. We don't give them people's names because it's sort of, they've been used before by a different species. So we choose names that come out of from the countries or mountains or streams or areas just to make them feel more at home. Anybody has a question of the Golden Eagles? Children? Neil, you want to show them how big the wingspan is?
Okay, if you want to look out with the wings open, if you click this on 3, you'll get the shot. Okay, click on 3.
It's 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Neil, very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Burmese python, and I call them the designer snakes. Burmese pythons normally are olives and browns and creams and all of the basic colors. But somewhere along the line, you had a melanistic color change, and this is what you have now. And this is, I say, a designer snake. God made them one way, and man is not happy.
Albino. This one.
This one is albino. He's got red eyes. We have albino snakes as well as color face snakes. Woo. Marcella, don't look. Ladies and gentlemen, you really have nothing to worry about. The 2 gentlemen who are holding that snake are not going to let her get anywhere near you or escape where you have to run away. A lot of people purchase snakes, and what ends up happening By the time they're 8 feet long, they're quite dangerous. They're very large, and most people say, oh, that's nice, thank you very much, but no thank you. But isn't that the most glorious yellow color? People say snakes can't move because they don't have legs. Ha! Check that one out.
Tell him how long this puppy will get, how big this puppy will get.
This little puppy, as Dave refers to, could get as much as 28 feet long. There might be some even larger that we do not know measurements, because a lot of people don't measure their snakes. Also, by the time it reaches full growth, no one is going to want to be able to carry it by themselves. It'll take about 8 to 10 men to carry a snake that size. Isn't that nice, kids? Doesn't it feel good?
How old is this one?
Snakes develop and grow by the amount of food they are fed, not necessarily by the age and the growth. So this snake could be 5 years, it could be 10 years.
Quarter size or half size?
Absolutely. Well, right now it's about a third. No, it's about a half size. This is a 14-foot snake, so if it's going to get 28 to 30 feet, it's almost half size.
What do you feed him?
This particular snake eats rodents. In the wild, they eat all small prey.
In the wild, it can eat something up to the size of a sambar, what it would be like our white-tailed deer.
Susan, darling, we tried to teach somebody to sing happy birthday to you, and we just were not successful. You have to forgive us.
I'm so thrilled. The thought of 50 parrots singing happy birthday is so frightening.
Oh, God, yes, it is, truly. We've got a male tiger, which came in from a drug raid from a small town in Illinois. He's a baby. He is just over 2 years of age, and he weighs about 550 pounds. We have a female tigress who is 5 years of age. She has a sister who lives with her. She's around 400, 400 and a quarter. It's very large for female tigers. The female is a Bengal. The male, we suspect, is a cross-Siberian. For those of you who may not know, this is the first function we are having in this particular area. It was just done. We're not even finished with it as we speak. So the tigers are not certain about where they're coming into.
Larry.
Good. Come on. Drifty.
Drifter.
Hi. Hi, birthday girl. How are you?
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Want to chop?
Would you come? We'll see that you get more steak. Coming soon.
This is Kadari. She's 5 years old, a Bengal female. She says, I want to go in the pond.
There's no water in the pond. Drifter is being shy right now, but he's going to come up.
Very unusual.
Everything we do with our cats, or all of our animals, are all done with positive reinforcement. They're not trained, they don't jump through hoops, they don't do anything that they don't want to do. Good girl. Good girl. Drifter.
Certain ways to handle it. You don't serve the tray with food. Very gentle on chain. This tiger walks better than a lot of dogs do. Fingers. So walk circles around this. One of the first things you teach them is to not pull on leash. And that's through positive reinforcement.
Oh, boy.
You go look at this tree.
Come on, Fred.
All my charities this is a much better plan. She should have come up with it 12 years ago. Not even 3 legs. No, unless he used it before.
Girl. There's a safari that is truly a safari along with the animals. We actually have 4 tigers that we put together for our educational programs. 2 of them are still in their pen. But 4 tigers on a stage that they've never been in is a little much. But what if you say we'll do that for you?
My 60th.
Your 60th. We'll put 4 tigers, Susan. Yes, right. Drifter is totally food driven. You could never, ever fill him up. I mean, he is just perennially hungry. Good girl. By the way, that's Drifter's girlfriend, he thinks.
What's her name again?
Does she think so?
Her name is Kadari. Kadari. Kadari.
Does that mean something special?
Yes, it's a place in India. Her sister's name is Larkana, and it's also a place in India. Drifter got his name because he was only 4 months old when he came here, and because he was taken out of a drug operation, he's been moved from pillar to post, so we felt he was a drifter, and hence the name.
He was a watchdog.
As soon as you are comfortable.
I'd like to make a toast. And I'd like everyone to raise their glasses. And we'll lift our glasses to our dear friend Susan, who has brought sunshine, joy, and caring into all of our lives. Now, that's what Maynard wanted me to say. And I promised I wouldn't go on and on and on and on. But I have one little thing to say. And that is to a person who's made a happy person happier. My friend Susan.
And I'm probably Susan's latest friend. I won't say youngest friend, because in actuality she's older than I am. But in the few years or 6 months that I've known Susan, she has become everything that she was designed to be, and has achieved her potential age 50, and I don't know what she's going to do to outdo this one. Happy birthday.
All right, we know Susan about 5 years, maybe more. And I met Susan I was in an antique shop that I have a space, and she came in and I waited on her, and from there we became friends, my husband and I.
Any interesting stories?
Yeah. Interesting stories. I can't.
Well, she came to our home. She came to our home.
Yeah, she's been to our home.
And she likes the home very well. What you have, your antiques.
And my husband does restoring for her on her antiques. And
it started off as a
friendship.
Just a friendship thing.
And has always remained a friendship.
Yeah.
That's what it mainly is, a friendship. That's really about all we have to say.
Yeah. I'm an artist, and
that's right.
That's primarily what I do now. But once in a while I fix some of her antiques that she breaks, and I know how to fix it.
And also Susan's.
So Susan saw some of my work. She says, "Can you do some for me?" So I said, "Yeah, sure." So we just do it. It's a lot of fun, and we've been on it for a couple of good years now.
Yeah, 5. I would
at least
say
5
at least
years.
5 years. Yeah.
And we get along real great. She comes down to Palm Springs, and she brings Max once in a while with her hot dog.
That's right.
And Max eats hot corned beef with me. Great dog.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's
but
about
we're having
it.
a good time.
You'll have a good time.
Thank you.
It's so very, very high. So hush, baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, we're gonna rise up singing. Take off to the sky, until that wonderful morning little baby.
No, Susan, I've known her for 20 years. I've seen her every now and then whenever the old days of New York, and we saw her once or twice in London. We saw her once in
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yeah. We're having a great time, Susan, and happy birthday to you.
Susan, happy birthday. What do you want to say?
I want to wish her happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Christmas sweet, little things in my head. How can I kiss love a man? Where can you be?
I don't know if I can talk about that.
He wants to know.
He wants to know right now? I have a poem to read. I'll go and get it.
He wants you to go over there.
Can I go get my poem?
Go, Tiger, go.
That you
Happy birthday, Susie, though I shouldn't really say it's your 50th because to me you will always be 42 and you know why. And I'm sure that you know that I love you with all my heart and all my soul and always will, my golden Lakshmi, my sister, my true love. Any rate, I've known Susie, I don't know how many years it is now, it's at least a decade, and it's hard to say. And from New York, and we met very, very special way. We were put together as roommates for a weekend retreat. And we found out that we were both Tauruses and both loved cats and both had horrible relationships, and it just was endless. At any rate, that's all changing because we've been through that, and hopefully we have learned all those lessons and don't need to repeat them again. So I found this little poem because I'm not very good at toast, which is called Conversations with Myself on a Certain Birthday. Who wants to be 20? 20 hasn't a clue, and no one over 30 can tell 20 what to do. Who wants to be 30? Who says 30's prime? 30's got energy, but never has the time. Who wants to be 40? 40 is the pits. 40 thinks how great she looked when she was 36. But 50 50 has perspective. 50 savvy, wise, mature, and there's nothing wrong with 50 that 60 can't cure. So I hope I get to see 4 tigers on stage. I love you, Susie.
Wait, nope, you don't get out that soon.
Oh, you better talk about the
bus. You
bus.
don't get out that soon. I'm Linnea's other half. I am Sinclair, and we also, I got together with this lady to see Susie. Susie, we do love you. But I was a little upset because I didn't rate. I mean, you did rent the bus that brought 27 of us from the hotel here to the animal preserve. But actually we were hoping to get on that much larger bus, which was the ex-boyfriend bus that did arrive. And actually I heard it got stuck up in the top of one of the canyons.
Because there were so many.
There's still have a Swiss rescue team up there trying to bring them in. But
the rest of them.
maybe by the 60th we'll get them all down here. Thanks, Susie. Love you.
Happy birthday.
Very good.
Susan, we want to wish you a happy 50th birthday, and this is a very special day for all of us, and we're glad we could join you. It's been a pleasure knowing you.
Sharing everything with you and knowing so much by you, and just feeling the strength that you've given us. Truly.
You're a shining smile. That you are. Susan, one time I remember Frank's 40th birthday party, the nail polish party. You remember all of the glow-in-the-dark and extensions on the
nails.
Mm-hmm. You were amazing. You were amazing. A nail for all season.
Thank you, Susan.
Susan, happy birthday.
Happy 50th. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Susan. Here we are at the beautiful Wildlife Way Station, and it's really a treat to be up here. Thank you for inviting us, and we had a great tour, and what a treat to be here. And we saw your enclosure for the girls over there, and how inspiring that you participate in keeping those bears to have a wonderful home. And what a great party you've thrown here for us tonight. It's just beautiful. We have the thatched roof, umbrellas, and the beautiful animal print tablecloths and napkins, and I know you've spent a lot of time coordinating it all, and it's just beautiful. And how nice that we found out that we're the first party to inaugurate the new cement floor and the whole room here, and what a great pleasure for us to be here and be part of it. So happy 50th, and gosh girl, I hope I look as good at 50 as you do. So I'm going to hand it over to John now.
Well, Susan, we always knew that you were a classy lady. I'll never forget our conversation in the front window when you were a partner with Danny and you were talking about your future dreams and began a journey into men's specialties and smoking accoutrement, and hence the history of the past and present men's club. It's a real honor and a privilege to be your friend and to be included in such a memorable evening. I'll never forget it. Yes, some people really make a difference in life, and certainly you do, and I appreciate the honor to be here and to celebrate it with friends, and hopefully I can be a part in a small way to help support something that's so near and dear to your heart. Happy 50th, and go girl.
Yeah, hi, my name is John Leitzis. I'm an old friend of Susan's, 30 years worth, and I'm glad to see that she's really produced a beautiful affair for herself, and that she's well, and that she's happy. That's about all I can really say, and it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
I think I'm the second oldest friend here of Susan's, or third.
More than a friend.
Harish is one of the oldest. Sydney is also. I'm Alexis Kirk, and I rank somewhere in between. All these people have come here from thousands and thousands of miles away. Mexico City, Europe, all parts of the United States, including New York, where I'm from. But that's a very small piece of mileage, because I think Susan has come more miles than all of us put together to all of us. From the very first moment I met her, she was always ready to give and to help and to share and to be there for others. And has never deviated from that. I think that's why that many people showed up today. She's just a fabulous person. And from the person who had some ideas that weren't particularly popular, like doing things for other people in a place like New York City, which is really ridiculous, it changed a lot. People like Susan have changed the city a great deal in the face of America. So, we came here very happily, and then even more pleased to see so many people and ones we've known. And she introduces everyone to everyone else, so we all know each other too. It's just a great evening, and we celebrate her birthday and her really coming of age. It's great.
Hey, hi Susan, congratulations on 50th birthday. The years go by. I've had I'm past the 50s, but it goes fast. But it's you've been a great person as long as I've known you, which has been 15 or so years, and had some good things happen to you, and had some bad things happen, and had some hard things, and things just were hard to deal with. But you've been a survivor, and you've come out ahead. And it's really obvious tonight, looking at you, how happy you are, and that the things have worked out for you, and I'm really happy to see that. And, I've always been very constructive on you, and so like I say, it's just very nice to be here. I appreciate all your effort on the party, and look forward to seeing you soon.
I just wanted to say how happy I am to be here and that this event actually was able to take place, because if anybody knows all the work and all the effort that went into it, I do. And Susan, I love you dearly. I'm so happy to be your dear, dear friend, and I'm so happy to be here to celebrate with you, and I look forward to many, many more happy birthdays.
I love you, Susan.
We love you, Susan.
You. We love you.
We love you.
Forever.
Forever.
Susan, it's Maynard, and it's your birthday, and I love you, and I'm so glad to be here with the Tigers.
Hello, we are the Garfields, Bina and
Brian.
And we are here to wish Susan Allan the best 50 years to come. And I feel like I am her adopted sister, although less pretty.
Susan, salud, dinero y amor y tiempo para gustarlos. Get that translated.
Hey, play that piano, baby, play that piano. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. We're the Sweet Baby J Blue Quintet. And we're going to take a little break, and we will be back. And this time you can get up and dance.
Hey, Susan. It's me, Elaine, your cousin. And I am so happy to be here. I am thrilled that I'm here. And Michelle and I, we've been planning this for about a year to come all the way from Boston to see you and to wish you a happy birthday. We love it here in LA and at the way station, and we are thrilled that you're involved in something like this, and we wish you the best birthday year. Thank you so much for inviting us. Bye.
Okay, I am here at the auspicious
birthday party for Susan Allan, one like which I've never been at before, and I've been at many parties. Susan can throw some party. Speaking of parties, I'm running for office. I've been nominated tonight. I hope Susan will join in my campaign for the presidency of the United States. We have a need for the type of thinking that Susan can bring to this country. I hope she'll be my advisor on many different affairs of the mind, heart, and soul, and of course on how to throw a wonderful party. Susan, we love you, and we're glad to be here. And on behalf of the New York contingent, which makes up quite a bit of this group, we miss you.
Hey, Suze, happy birthday. We wish you all the best, and all the dogs send many, many kisses.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Oh, all I can say is this beats climbing on top of that pile of rickety antiques and nearly killing myself trying to change a garage door remote and hammering those plywood partitions up. All right, go on. Yeah, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Great.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We love you.
Very much.
This is a wonderful party.
Oh, the best.
And we're having a wonderful time.
Thank you for introducing us to this wonderful place.
And we
did
like
know.
the animals. We haven't decided who to adopt yet. We may need some of your help.
Yes,
we
we'll
like
be
the bears,
asking
but
you.
you have the bears. So
Well,
I
the bears
decided
can always use money anyway.
I'm not into reptiles. I decided I want a furry one, so I'll be looking at the furry animals to adopt. And thank you very, very much.
Thanks for being our friend. We love you. And we hope to see you on your 60th. Bye-bye, sweetheart. Take care.
Thank you.
Susan, thank you for inviting us to this beautiful party. You're a really great friend, and I really love you.
Okay, Anna, you want to say anything?
Hi, Susan. The light's a little bright. I'm sure all the lines and wrinkles are all showing up and they're totally magnified, but what the hell. Anyway, Susan, thank you so much for inviting us. This has been an incredible party. We're so glad to be here and to see you, and we wish you all the best and all of our love for a long, long time. And we'll see you again really soon. Come up to Seattle soon, promise us. We love you.
Hi, Susan. This is me. This has got to be the strangest thing I've been involved in a long time. You're a special spark of a person. Sorry things turned out so poorly with Bruce, but this is a great party, and you're making a great start on your next 50. Thanks for inviting us and keeping us involved in your life. A lot of people would have said thanks, but no thanks, and thanks for not saying that. Bye.
I really have nothing to say except I love you, and I'm glad I have you as a friend, and thanks for inviting me to the really cool party.
Susan, merci beaucoup de nous avoir invités. C'est une fête merveilleuse. Vous êtes très jolie, sensationnelle. Nous sommes venus de Boston pour te voir et j'espère que tu vas venir nous revoir. Et c'était vraiment très très bien. We love you, Susan. Thank you so much for inviting us. Ciao.
Well, hi, Susan. It's been a long time and quite amazing. Most of our memories, of course, are from way back in New York. I remember cab rides in the city, snow on Christmas Eve, mostly dodging our parents together. And it's really wonderful to be here at your birthday.
Hello there, this is Frank Donati, and this is
Maya.
And we're here to express our disappointment. You know, we were told that Susan Allan was going to throw a hell of a bash, and I don't know, this looks like kind of a little puny thing. We've only seen, how many lions, how many tigers do we see?
Oh, about half a dozen or more.
About a half a dozen tigers. How many emus? Only about a dozen emus. So word is out. Oh, what was that? Okay, there's something exciting happening here. There's a big bat. We talked to the producer, and apparently the speech we gave before was the wrong speech.
Uh-oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What's the right speech then?
Susan, we love you. This is a wonderful party. We're having the time of our life, and it's more than we could have hoped for.
Yeah, we love the animals.
We love the animals, and we've decided we're going to give a huge check Oh.
Him give a check? Are you kidding?
Okay, that's the wrong speech too. Anyhow, Susan, both of us take our hats off to you. We're having a wonderful time here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It just when we landed, we were expecting the midget to come out and say, "The plane, the plane." I think they only said the tiger, and she ran up the path there. Anyhow, thank you much. And we're looking forward to the 60th. We understand that's going to be the big one. Is that right?
100th is the big.
Oh, the 100th. That's going to be the big one.
Really
we're all looking forward to it. Everyone's grandchildren will all be lining up for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do you want to say happy birthday?
Happy birthday, Susan. Happy birthday, Susan. Dear Susan, I thank you for everything you do to my family and everything you are for me. You're so special, and I wish we always be friends, and I hope you like your present I did. Happy birthday.
Hi, I just want to say to Susan that I love her very much, and in the 8 years that I have known her, she has been a blessing. You have been a blessing to my life, and I know you have gone through hard times, but the Lord is going to give you the best years to come. I love you, Susan.
Hi, Susan. I wish you a happy birthday. Thank you for everything. You're so lovable. We love you. Happy birthday.
Hi, Susan. I wish you a very, very happy birthday, and God, the Lord bless you forever, because you are so much beautiful human being. Thank you. Happy birthday. Bye.
Welcome to the 50th. Hi, Susan.
Happy birthday, Susan. I'm not one of your old friends, but since everyone becomes your friend quickly, I'm sure I'll be one of your new friends. Happy birthday. Many, many more.
Susan, happy birthday, sweetie.
Happy birthday. Love you. I just want to say happy birthday to Susan. I'm sure Mom wants to say happy birthday as well. I think it's terrific that Susan was able to celebrate the birthday here, and I think it's going to really help the wildlife station too, because I had never seen it before, and I think it's fabulous. Anyway, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Susan, and thanks so much for helping the Wildlife Way Station. I hope your party's a success. The food was great, the people are wonderful, and the place looks beautiful. Happy birthday, Susan.
Happy birthday, Susan. Oh, it's at the tip of the mic. Happy birthday, Susan. It's Robert, enjoying your birthday party. Happy birthday. Many, many more. And we'll see you very soon down the hill.
Susan, happy birthday. Now that the evening's coming to a close, we can adore each other once again. It's been an experience, and happy birthday. Have a wonderful life.
To LA, more than 2,000 miles.
Don't cut it yet. This is a big moment. I want him to take a picture.
Now, you know your children, they ask for this. Yeah, exactly.
Susan, what do you think with this?
I think you had me low.
Susan, is everybody ready? Is the music ready to go? Now, but first, what you do, you make a wish and do it. Okay?
I wonder, could this be life?
Can't do it too long because that's a very boring video. Someone standing there with their eyes closed. Thank you for reminding me. It's been so long.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Susan, thank you. Love you. I wish you many, many more.
Yes.
It's beautiful, yes.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, okay.
Susan, it's Jennifer and I, and we want to wish you a happy birthday. And I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done for us the last couple years here. And it's been a pleasure working with you. I've had a great time with it, and I've learned a lot from you.
Me
and
too.
I hope that the rest of our time together will be as great as the past.
Yeah.
But this has been a fabulous night.
Great party.
Great coming here, and we really do thank you.
Thank you.
All right, sweetheart, happy birthday.
This is happy birthday, Susan. It's been an honor being here with you. Known you for over 20 years. I hope we see each other more often than we have been seeing each other. And it's an honor knowing you, and I love you. Thank you.